Welcome to Variant. We love comics more than I'm excited to be doing another symbiote-themed episode. I'm your host, Arris. I've said it before, but the symbiotes are one of my favorite parts of the Marvel Universe. In fact, we've already covered a bunch of the symbiotes on the show, like Venom, Carnage, Anti-Venom, Toxin, Scream, and even Hybrid. So today we're going to add to that list by talking about how Flash Thompson donned the Venom symbiote and became Agent Venom. Flash Thompson was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, and first appeared in Amazing Fantasy issue 15 in 1962, so he's been around since the very first appearance of the Webhead. His full name is Eugene Thompson, and he's basically your stereotypical jock. He got his nickname Flash because of how fast his pitch was. But while he was popular in school, he was abused by his father at home, which sucks. This in turn caused him to take out his anger on weaker kids at school, like puny Peter Parker, as he would say. Anyway, Flash began to date the most popular girl in school, Liz Allen. But Liz started to develop an attraction towards Peter, which of course made Flash extremely jealous, and he began bullying Peter almost exclusively. Eventually, when Spider-Man started showing up, Flash unknowingly became Peter's biggest fan. If only Flash knew. Anyway, I figured I'd give you guys a small overview of Flash Thompson to start, but let's see how he became Agent Venom many years later. After the not-so-good One More Day storyline, Flash quit his job as a PE teacher and rejoined the army to fight in the Iraq War. He did so because he admired the way his longtime idol Spider-Man always put his life in harm's way to save innocent people. One day when he was out on patrol, Flash's platoon was ambushed, and Flash took several rounds to his body armor and his legs in a firefight. But even with injured legs, he managed to save his superior officer. Again, driven by Spider-Man's example. We even see him say, "Good guys think of others before they think of themselves." As a result of his heroic act, however, he lost way too much blood and had severe tissue damage. The doctors told him if he would have got medical attention sooner, rather than injure himself more by saving a fellow soldier, they probably could have saved his legs. But unfortunately, they had to amputate from the knees down. But what about the Venom symbiote, right? Well, Mac Gargan, who was Venom at the time, was separated from the symbiote during the Siege of Asgard, leading to the US government gaining possession of it and locking it away in a secret government base controlled by the Department of Homeland Security. The Department of Homeland Security, also known as DHS, wanted to weaponize the symbiote by using it to create a new kind of super soldier to protect the US. They tried to bond the symbiote with the host, but it ultimately led to the candidate's death. So the government was like, maybe it was just a problem with this host. Let's try someone else. And they offered Flash Thompson the job of being bonded to the Venom symbiote. Not surprisingly, Flash loves the idea, as the alien symbiote will be able to replace his legs with its own biomass, allowing him to walk once again. Not to mention he'll be back working for the military. So they attempt the procedure again, and the symbiote successfully bonded to Flash, transforming him into Agent Venom. During Flash's first mission, he was sent to a foreign nation. He was sent there to find Fareed Ekmersic and bring him in. But while there, he found a woman and her baby caught in a crossfire. So being the good guy that he is, and always looking up to Spider-Man, he saved them and brought them to safety. Later on, Flash was about to catch Ekmersic by pulling him out of a tank, when the new Jack-O-Lantern came swooping in and saved him. This, of course, led to a fight between Jack-O-Lantern and Agent Venom. And when Jack-O-Lantern had Venom pinned down, Flash started losing control of the suit. As you could see in this panel, Venom's teeth started coming out and everything. With the symbiote taking control, Flash shoved a grenade in Jack-O-Lantern's mouth, blowing his bottom jaw off. But Jack-O-Lantern still managed to get away with the Doctor. Seeing Ekmersic flying away caused the evil side of Venom to come out once again, so he shot a web line at the Doctor's head, then pulled him back, snapping his freaking neck. Talk about ruthless. When Flash returned to base, his commanding officer, General Dodge, reamed him pretty hard for losing control of the suit. To make matters worse for Flash, when he eventually made his way back home, he went to pick up Betty Brant for their date, but found her crying hysterically because he was 6 hours late. And of course, Flash couldn't tell her why he was late. I mean, he can't very well be like, hey, the reason why I'm late, honey, is because I'm the new host for Venom. So Betty assumed that he was drinking again and slammed the door right in his face. Agent Venom's next mission landed him in the Savage Land, being hunted by none other than Kraven the Hunter, as he thinks Flash is Spider-Man. It's also worth mentioning that he's chasing Venom while riding a raptor. Yeah, that happened. For those of you wondering why he's in the Savage Land, he's there to stop a shipment of Antarctic vibranium. Anyway, the story gives us some awesome fight scenes between Agent Venom and Kraven. Skipping ahead a bit in the timeline, Betty Brant is kidnapped. In complete and utter desperation to save her, Flash lost all control of the suit. This allowed the Venom persona to fully take control, including his hatred for Spider-Man. The two fight viciously, wasting the little time he had to save Betty. The government also then realized that Flash had lost complete control of the suit and decided to detonate the Suicide Squad-style explosives they had planted on Flash as a safety net. But the symbiote had secretly removed the bomb and planted it on one of the crime master's henchmen. Turned out to be a really bad day for that guy. Anyway, after a long battle with Spider-Man, Flash managed to get control back from the symbiote by taking sedatives from a pharmacy to assist controlling Venom. He then attempted to rescue Betty, but failed to get to the building before it blew up. But fret not, guys, Spider-Man had already rescued her as he went there directly after the fight with Venom. Back at base though, Thompson reminded his team that despite his temporary loss of control, he is still one of the good guys and in the end could control the suit. Jumping ahead in the timeline again, past a few things like Spider Island and Minimum Carnage, we come to the time where Superior Spider-Man stole the Venom symbiote from Flash. Long story short, Peter Parker, who's really Doc Ock at this time, offers to give Flash prosthetic legs so he can walk again. After doing so, however, Superior Spider-Man detains the symbiote in a cage from which it soon breaks free and bonds to Superior Spider-Man, giving us Superior Venom. The symbiote then tries to flee back to Flash, but Superior Spider-Man keeps it for himself. Superior Venom then begins to fight the Avengers, and it wasn't looking good for them until the unexpected help from Spider-Man's consciousness caused the Venom symbiote to finally separate from Superior Spider-Man's body and reunite with Flash. Flash later went on to join the Guardians of the Galaxy and even got a new look, as the suit was upgraded after visiting the planet Clintar, where the Venom symbiote and all the other symbiotes come from. While on the planet, Flash's symbiote was purified by the species, which allowed his symbiote/suit to be upgraded and made stronger all the way around. I say purified because while Flash was on the planet, we learned that the symbiotes aren't a bad race. They just need to find the perfect host, or else things can get all kinds of crazy, like Carnage. After this upgrade, we got the series Venom Space Knight, which followed Flash and Venom as an intergalactic ambassador of Earth, leading to all kinds of shenanigans. Seriously, who doesn't like shenanigans? More recently, during the Civil War II storyline, Flash is called back to Earth along with the other Guardians of the Galaxy to fight the new Spider-Man. He then decided to stay on Earth rather than return back to space. Venom is later shown to have been separated from Flash somehow, and it finds a new host in Lee Price. But ultimately, it would reunite with Eddie Brock. And as much as I enjoyed Flash as Venom, Eddie will always be the true Venom, at least to me. Agent Venom has pretty much all the abilities of Spider-Man, meaning he can wall crawl, has enhanced strength, agility, and speed. But unlike Spider-Man, he can generate organic webbing from his wrist. He can also create tendrils from his suit to hold multiple weapons, mainly machine guns. He is also able to shapeshift with his suit. By doing so, he can create blades and all sorts of weapons very similar to Carnage. The symbiote also allows Flash to disguise himself by camouflaging the suit to look like normal clothes, or pretty much anything he'd like. The symbiote also gives Flash a healing factor. Overall, the suit makes Flash a deadly opponent, especially since Flash himself has had extensive military training and experience in war during his time fighting insurgents in Iraq. In short, Agent Venom is a force to be reckoned with. Read the 2011 Venom series, Venom Space Knight, Amazing Spider-Man 574, Amazing Spider-Man 654, and the 2013 Guardians of the Galaxy series.
I want to be healthy, but I'm way too busy to get to the store and buy ingredients to make what?
You mean lazy?
I am not lazy. I have a lot of editing going on. I want to get a month. I want to be healthy, but I am way too busy to go to the store to get all the ingredients to make a nutritious and delicious smoothie. Enter Daily Harvest. Oh, magic.
Oh my, that's terrible.
What do you mean? That is not terrible. That is production value. Daily Harvest delivers perfectly portioned smoothies and ready-to-go cups right to your front door. Or a desk. So what do you say we pick one and get to smoothing? Oh, magic. Now let's get those ingredients in there and blend it up. It's so easy. Man, delicious. Almost like it was made from a team of chefs and nutritionists. Daily Harvest has 14 different blends of smoothies, not to mention other products. Go to daily-harvest.com/variant or click the link in the description and use the code VARIANT to get 3 free smoothies.
First up for Wednesday, August 30th, we have All-Star Batman issue 13. As painful secrets from the past are revealed, Batman must face down a nemesis unlike any he's seen before. Now we have Darkseid Special issue 1. The latest daring escape from the orphanage of Granny Goodness leads an infuriated Darkseid determined to capture and punish the escapees. Here we have Infamous Iron Man issue 11. Doom finally confronts his mother about the impossible truth of her resurrection. And finally we have Black Panther issue 17. T'Challa's got royalty in his DNA, but does he have the loyalty of a goddess in his corner? That'll do it, my comic Conrads, but if you like the show, make sure to give the subscribe button a clickety-click and then hit the bell next to it so you never miss a new episode. Also, be sure to check us out on VariantComics.com for more Variant content, giveaways, and comic book talk with other members of the Variant Nation. But I'll see you beautiful people next time when I talk about all things comics.